Hello children, we discussed in the last class about lesson 1 number systems. So in that number systems, we learned about natural numbers, whole numbers, rational, all these numbers, different types of numbers we discussed, and how to find out rational numbers between 1 and 2, 3 and 4, all these numbers we studied. And then let us now study about rational. Now let us now study about real numbers. So real numbers are nothing but collection of rational and irrational numbers. Once again, real numbers are nothing but collection of rational and irrational numbers. So now based on that, let us see exercise 1.2. So here we studied in the previous classes that what are rational and irrational numbers. So once again, let me say once again what are rational numbers. A number which can be represented in the form of p by q, and q not equal to 0, p and q are integers. So and then even I explained about irrational numbers also. Irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, where q not equal to 0 and p and q are integers. Now based on this, let us see exercise 1.2. State whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answers. First one, every irrational number is a real number. It is true. Why it is true, children? Since a set of rational and irrational are real numbers, isn't it? So therefore, this statement, every irrational number is a real number. Next one is, every point on the number line is of the form square root of m, where m is a natural number. Is this true? It's not true, children. It is false. Why it is false? We know as the negative numbers cannot be expressed as the square root of any number. So once again, as the negative numbers cannot be expressed as the square root of any number. For example, square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Here both 2 and minus 2 are square roots of 4. So therefore, every point on the number line is of the form square root of m, where m is a natural number, is false. Then let us go to third statement. Every real number is an irrational number. Every real number is an irrational number. We know that what are rational and irrational. Every real number is an irrational number. Is that true? No, it is not true. Why it is not true? Since real numbers are the collection of both rational and irrational, we cannot say that real numbers only irrational numbers. They are also, real numbers are also rational numbers. Therefore, this statement is false. Then second mean. What is second mean? Are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? No. Square root of all positive integers are not irrational. We cannot say that they are all irrational. Some of them are also rational. How it is? Let us see through the example. Example, square root of 16. What is square root of 16? Square root of 16 is 4. Even square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36 is 6. Like that we can write. So therefore, here 4 and 5 are not irrational. So we'll get rational and irrational also, but we cannot say that all positive, that means all square roots of positive integers are irrational. So then we have in third main, locate root 2 on the number line. So you know, children, root 2 is irrational. How to locate this root 2 on the number line? So for that we have a construction here. That construction I will explain after this. That means the remaining exercise, after all remaining exercises I will explain clearly this one. So this I will send in the, that means I will send these notes for you, and I will explain how to construct also. Square root of 2, square root of 3, and then square root of 5. And we have one classroom activity, that is constructing the square root of spiral. So that also I will teach clearly. It takes time, and don't worry, I will teach that clearly and slowly. Okay, after completing other exercises, I will come back to these constructions. Now the next is, let us learn about real numbers and their decimal expansions. That what are real numbers we understood, and then we have decimal expansions. What is the meaning of decimal expansions? Let us see. Decimals means we know. So when we have a fraction, we can convert that fraction into decimal form. So how to expand that one? So let us see here, 36 by 100. So in this 36 by 100, when you divide, you are getting here 0.36. That is called terminating. Okay, if we see next problem here, 1 by 11, 0.09, etc. This 0.09 bar we can write. So this is non-terminating decimal expansion. The next is third one, 4 1 by 8. So this is what type of fraction is this? This is mixed fraction. When we convert this into, we can convert this into improper fraction, that is 4 8 is 32, 32 plus 1 is 33 by 8. That is equal to 4 point, when you divide by long division, you are getting 4.125. This is also completing, so therefore it is terminating. So next, fourth one is 3 by 13. You can see here 3 by 13. When you divide by 13, then long division, when you divide by 13, so we get here 0.2307692, etc. So here how many digits are repeating here? 230769, 230769, again 230769, like that it is repeating. So therefore it is 0.230769 bar. It is non-terminating. So here these are the problems what I have explained here. So based on this, I have given two problems here as homework. This see here, children, once again I am saying this one. You have to do this two problems in a homework notebook. Okay. Now second main, in exercise 1.3, second main, you know that 1 by 7 is what? 0.142857. See here it is given, you know that, because when you do in long division, you are getting here 0.142857. So can you predict what the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? Hint, study the reminders while finding the value of 1 by 7 carefully. See here, they have given the value of 1 by 7. So easily we can find out 2 by 7, 3 by 7 and all. So now let us see how to find out. We know that 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar. Then 2 by 7 is equal to 2 times 1 by 7. Is it not? So therefore 2 into 0.142857 is equal to, multiply. 2 7s are 14, 1, 2 5s are 10, 1 11, 1, 2 8s are 16, 1 17, 1, then 2 2s are 4, 1 5, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2. So you are getting here answer 0.285714. So likewise we can find out 3 by 7 also. 3 into 1 by 7. Same method. In same method you have to multiply, children. So like that, can you do this 4 by 7 and 5 by 7, 6 by 7? So by multiplying by 1 by 7 into 4, 1 by 7 into 5, 1 by 7 into 6, you are getting the answers. So please do these three problems in a homework notebook. Okay, now let us go to third main, that is express the following in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. See, what is the meaning of this? Express the following numbers in P by Q. What is, when we express the following numbers in P by Q, that is nothing but what? Rational numbers. Okay, so let us see here. They have given here 0.6 bar. It is what type of fraction, decimal expansion this is? Non-terminating. Even this also 0.47 bar. 7 bar, not the 47 bar, only 7 bar. Then 0.001 whole bar. So here, how to convert these in the form of P by Q. Now let us see. First problem is 0.6 bar can be written as what, children? 6 bar is nothing but 6 is repeating, isn't it? So that is 0.6666 etc. Now let x is equal to, we have to write like this, children. Let x is equal to 0.666 etc. Call that 1. Multiply by 10. So when we multiply by 10 both x and 0.666, what we get? 10 into x is 10x is equal to 0.666 etc. into 10. So 10x is equal to, multiply this. What happens when you multiply by 10? This one digit comes this side. Yes or no? So 0.666 into 10 is nothing but 6.666 etc. Now 2, call that as 2. Now 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is nothing but what? 10x minus x is equal to 6.666 minus 0.666 etc. Now 10x minus x is nothing but what? 9x is equal to 6.666 minus 0.666 is nothing but what? 6. So x is equal to 6 by 9. X is equal to 2, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. That is 2 by 3. Therefore, what we got here? 2 is nothing but what? 2 by 3 is nothing but P by Q, isn't it? So P is 2, Q is 3. Thus, Q is not equal to 0. Okay, next, let us see next problem. Second one, 0.47 bar. 7 bar. Let x is equal to 0.477 etc. 1. Multiply by 10. 10x is equal to 0.477 into 10. 10x is equal to 4.777 etc. Call that 2. Then 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is nothing but 10x minus x is equal to 4.777 etc. Minus 0.4777 etc. Now 10x minus x is 9x is equal to 4.7 minus 4 is how much? 3, children. So again all 7 minus 7, 7 minus 7 all becomes zeros. So therefore 4.3000 etc. That is nothing but 9x is equal to 4.3. Multiply by 10 again, because here you got again 4.3 as a decimal form. So that can be rewritten as 90x is equal to 4.3 into 10, that is equal to 90x is equal to 43, x is equal to 43 by 90. Now this is, you can see 43 by 90 is also in the form of P by Q. Therefore P is equal to 43, Q is equal to 90, Q not equal to 0. Now let us see another problem, that is 0.001. Let x is equal to 0.001 bar it is. Therefore 001 is repeating. So therefore 0.001, 001, 001 etc. Call that 1. Multiply by 1000. Why, children, we are multiplying by 1000? Because the previous problems we have multiplied 10. Why we multiplied by 10? Since that 6 is repeating, only 1 after decimal point, only 1 digit is repeating. Here the similar way, in second problem also only 1 digit is repeating, that is 7. So here in third problem we have 3 digits repeating. Okay, so therefore since 3 digits are repeating, therefore we have to multiply by 1000. 1000x is equal to 0.001001 into 1000. 1000x is equal to 001.001001 etc. Call that 2. 2 minus 1 is equal to, that implies what? 1000x minus x. Subtracting 2 minus 1. Equation 2 minus equation 1. 1000x minus x is equal to 001.001001 etc. minus 0.001. If you subtract, what you get, children, here 999x is equal to 0.001. That means what you get, 001 by 999. 001 is nothing but 1 by 999. So here 1 by 999 is nothing but p by q, where p is 1, q is 999, q is not equal to 0. Now children, I want to give one problem as homework, that is one digit repeating, that is fourth problem is 0.9 bar. So please do this in a homework notebook. Okay children, if you have not understood, you can ask me personally. I am ready to explain. Okay, now let us go for fourth main. Find three different irrational numbers. Three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So here 5 by 7. So what we have to do to find out irrational numbers? We have to divide by 7, 5. So if you divide, how much we get here? How much we got here? 0.714285. It is repeating, children. Again 7, 1. Again 7, 1, 4, 2. Like that it is repeating. So therefore we get here 0.714285 bar. So 9 by 11. So we have to divide that also, children. So that is what you're getting here, 0.81, 81, etc. So that can be written as 0.81 bar. So what type of fractions these are? That means what type of numbers these two are? They are irrational numbers. So we have to find out, first see 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Some irrational numbers can be converted, that means can be written in the form of p by q. Okay children, now we have to find out between these rational numbers to find out three different irrational numbers. So therefore three different irrational numbers between the rationals 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 are 0. So we can write whichever the number you want, you can write, children, between 0.714285 bar and 0.81. See children, many numbers we get irrational numbers. So in that 0.75075, 00, 75, 000, 75, 4 times 0, 75, etc. Many times you can write. So likewise here I have given three irrational numbers you can write, children, between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So these are the three irrational numbers, children. Now let us see here homework. I want to give you homework. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. You all know what are rational and irrational number, children. So here this is a homework for you. You have to do, that is the square root of 23, square root of 225, 0.3796, 7.478478 and 1.10, 100, 100, 1000, 4 times 0, 1, etc. So these are the problems you have to classify as rational and irrational in homework notebook, children. Okay, now let us see sixth main. Represent the square root of 9.3 on the number line. See, this is also construction, children. So this construction also I will teach after these exercises, children. Now and then after constructions I will give, based on that constructions also I will give a homework. In continuation, exercise 1.5, this is based on operations on real numbers. Okay children, so here in exercise 1.5, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. Rational or irrational. Now let us see 2 minus root 5, 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. Like that you have a problems here. Now let us see one by one. 2 minus root 5. So we know the value of root 5, that is 2.2360679, etc. 2 minus root 5 is 2 minus 2.2360679. If you subtract, you will get 0.2360679, etc. As this is a non-terminating, this is what we got here, non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. It is an irrational number. So like this we have to After simplifying, we have to decide whether they are rational or irrational. Now let us see second problem, that is 3 plus 23, root 23 minus 23. So here 3 plus root 23 minus root 23, root 23 will get cancelled, then you will get 3 by 1, that is nothing but p by q. It can be expressed in the form of p by q, hence it is a rational number. So sometimes we'll get irrational, sometimes we'll get rational numbers, children. Now let us see in third problem, 2 root 7 by 7 root 7. In this 2 root 7 by 7 root 7, 7 will get cancelled. 2 by 7, that is in the form of p by q. So therefore it is rational number. Likewise, another problem, fourth one, 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. Here children, in the denominator we have irrational number. So to find out whether it is a rational or irrational, we have to rationalize. What is the meaning of rationalizing? See, look at this denominator, children. We have here root 2. Okay, root 2, 1 by root 2, that same thing. What you have here, root 2, that you have to multiply and divide by root 2. That is 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2, that is equals to root 1 into root 2 is root 2 divided by root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is what? Root 2 2s are 4. That is root 2 by 2, that is equals to the value of root 2 is what? 1.4142 etc. Divide by 2. Then if you divide that, you get 0.707106 etc. So it is non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Therefore it is irrational number. Next is fifth one, 2 pi. 2 pi is equal to 2 into 3.1415 etc. That is equal to 6.2830 etc. It is non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Hence it is an irrational number. So based on this exercise, children, we have here homework, that is 7 root 5, 7 by root 5, root 2 plus 21, pi minus 2. So please do this homework in homework notebook. Now second main, simplify each of the following expressions. So how to simplify this, children? 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. So we all know how to divide binomial numbers. So 3 times 2 plus root 2 plus root 3 times 2 plus root 2. So 3 2s are 6 plus 3. Here 1 will be there, the quotient. 3 1s are 3 root 2 plus root 3 into 2 is 2 root 3 plus root 3 into root 2 is root 6. Okay, children, there is no possibility of simplification here further. So this is the answer. Now second one, 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. So we all know that we can apply one formula here, one identity. What is that? A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. So according to that, 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3, according to that, A square is nothing but 3 square minus B square is nothing but root 3 whole square. So 3 3 is a 9 minus square and square root will get cancelled 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Now third one, root 5 plus root 2 whole square. That is nothing. So here it is in the form A plus B whole square identity, children. What is A plus B whole square? That is nothing but A square plus 2AB plus B square. So therefore root 5 plus root 2 whole square is equal to root 5 whole square plus 2 into A is root 5 into B is root 2 plus B square is root 2 whole square. So here square root will get cancelled. 5 plus 2 into 5 2s are 10 square root of 10 plus square root will get cancelled 2. 5 plus 2 is nothing but 7 plus 2 root 10. So this is the answer. Further we cannot do any simplification. So the answer is 7 plus 2 root 10. So next fourth one is root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. So root 5. So similar way, children, here we know that a plus b into, this is a minus b into a plus b form. So that is nothing but a square minus b square. A square is nothing but what? So square root of 5 whole square minus square root of 2 whole square. Here square root will get cancelled. Here also square root will get cancelled. 5 minus 2 is equal to 7. This is the answer. So based on this second main, I am giving homework here. That is how many problems? 4 problems you have here. Please try to solve it. Okay children. Now third main, recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, say d, that is pi is equal to c by d. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? There is no contradiction children here. Why? Because we know the formula of circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r, and we know the formula diameter. Diameter is equal to 2r. So here let us divide both circumference and diameter. C by d is equal to 2 pi r divided by 2r. So here r will get cancelled and even 2 will get cancelled. What remains here? Pi. That means here c by d is equals to what? Pi. So the ratio of circumference and diameter and pi both are irrational. Why we decided c by d? We know that pi is irrational. But here from this solution we found out here circumference, the ratio of circumference and diameter are also irrational. So therefore c by d and pi are irrational children. The next is rationalize the denominator. Fourth main is rationalize the denominator. How to rationalize the denominator? In the previous problem, one problem we got children how to rationalize. 1 by root 7. Here in the denominator we have root 7. So that same root 7 you have to multiply and divide by that. Okay. Now 1 into root 7 is equal to root 7 divided by square root of 7 whole square, that is equals to root 7 by 7. Now next is 1 by root 7 minus root 6, that is equal to what you can write here. See children, we have only one irrational, only one term we had, but here we have two terms, which is the combination, that is root 7 minus root 6. So 1 by root 7 minus root 6 into what you have to write here. Here minus is there, that we have to write here. You have to multiply and divide by root 7. The same thing, root 7 minus is there. Here you have to take a plus. That's it children. Root 7 plus root 6 divided by root 7 plus root 6. That is equal to root 7 plus root 6 divided by root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square. So here square root will get cancelled. Square root will get cancelled. What do you get children? 7 minus 6. So this remains same. Root 7 plus root 6 divided by 7 minus 6 is equal to root 7 plus root 6 divided by 1. That is equal to root 7 plus root 6. Okay children. Now third one. Come to third one. 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Answer is 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Same thing here. Plus is there. What do you have to do here? You have to multiply and divide by with minus sign. Same denominator. Root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 minus root 2. That is root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 whole square minus root 2 whole square. So square root will get cancelled. Square root will get cancelled. Then root 5 minus root 2 divided by 5 minus 2. That is equal to root 5 minus root 2 divided by 3. Now fourth problem is 1 by root 7 minus 2. 1 by root 7 minus 2 into, what you have to write children? Minus is there, you have to change that into plus. Root 7 plus 2 divided by root 7 plus 2. So root 7 plus 2 into 1 is root 7 plus 2 divided by root 7 whole square minus 2 square. That is root 7 plus 2 divided by 7 minus 4. That is equal to root 7 plus 2 divided by 7 minus 4 is 3. Now homework. Okay, based on this homework you have. So if you have not understood, you can ask me again children. Otherwise, if I have understood, then you can solve these 4 problems are there here. Try to solve these problems in homework notebook, children. Now, let us move to the subtopic of this lesson, laws of exponents for real numbers. For real numbers, we have laws of exponents. So here, laws of exponents, we have here formulas, some of the formulas, we must know that formulas. Here, the first formula, the first law, we can say here is a to the power m into a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to, here, see children, just observe here, base, this is called what? Base, and this is power. Okay, and this is called base and n is called power. A to the power m. Okay, how to read this? A to the power m, a to the power n. Say here base is same. Yes or no, children? Here a is there, here a is there. But base m and n different. So therefore, since base is same, one time you can write, and whenever you get into, we can add the powers. Okay, what are the powers? M and n, a to the power m plus n. Understood, children? Once again, a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. Now, let us move to next law, that is a to the power m whole to the power n. See children, here base only a is there, to the power m whole to the power n. What is the meaning of this? See, a to the power whole to the power n is nothing but m into n, children. So, a to the power m into n, or you can write mn. Now, next third law is a to the power m divided by a to the power n, that is equal to a to the power m minus n. Okay, children? Why here? See, when multiplication comes, there you have to take plus. When division comes, there you have to take a minus for powers. So here base is same, no? Both base same. M, a to the power m by a to the power n, that is equal to a to the power m minus n. Okay, children? Next, a to the power m and b to the power m. Just observe here, children. Bases are different. Yes or no? Base A here B. But powers are same, children. So therefore, we can take bases as that means the multiplication of A and B. That is A into B whole to the power m. Since powers are same, therefore A to the power m. Now, fifth law is a to the power m divided by a to the power b to the power m. See here, children. Again, both bases are different. So, a to the power m by b to the power m is nothing but a by b whole to the power m. Now, next is 1 by a to the power n. 1 by a to the power n, that is equals to a to the power, here you can see in the denominator plus is there. If you take this in the to the numerator, it will become minus a to the power minus n. Next problem is a to the power 0. A to the power 0. See children, always remember, any number to the power 0 is always is equals to 1. For example, 100 to the power 0 is equals to 1. AB to the power 0 is equals to 1. And then 1000 to the power 0 is equals to 1. And 1 to the power 0 is also equals to 1. So therefore, always remember, any number to the power 0 is always is equals to 1. Now next law is a to the power m by n. This can be written as a to the power 1 by n whole to the power m, children. Then a to the power 1 by n is nothing but nth root a, children. It's nothing but what? Nth root a whole to the power m. So that is nothing but nth root a to the power m. We can take it inside this is. Okay? A to the power m. Now based on these laws, we have one exercise. That exercise is 1.6. Okay, children? So this one here we have a few mains here, first main, second main, I think, yeah, the first main, second main, third main. Okay, three mains we have here, children. Let us see this here. It is easy, I believe. Okay, try to understand. First learn laws properly, learn it. Okay, then you will understand how to do it. Now first main we have three problems here. I want to give one problem, I'll teach, then another two problems you have to do it. It's very easy also. See here, 64 to the power 1 by 2. This 64, what you have to do, children? This is what composite number. Yes or no? Prime number and composite number. We have two types. That this is what composite number. Whenever you get a composite number, we have to factorize. We have to find out prime factorization. That is what 64. Write 64 from 2. Divide. That means solve and go. Listen here, children. 2 3s are 6. Then 2 2s are 4. Again 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12. Okay, then 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. So how many prime numbers we got here? See children, whenever you are finding out prime factorization, you have to choose prime numbers only, not composite numbers. So if you take composite numbers, it will become wrong. Okay, so here all 2 we got. How many 2s we got here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 children. So 2 to the power 6 whole to the power 1 by 2. So 2 1s are 2 3s are, we get 2 to the power 3. Now 2 to the power 3 is nothing but what? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 8 children. So that is 8 is the answer. Okay, once again 2 to the power 3 is nothing but what? 2 into 2 into 2 is nothing but what? 8 children. Now next is this, which law we applied here, children? Here a to the power m whole to the power n is nothing but what? M into n. That is what? 6 into 1 by 2 we wrote here. Now homework is 32 whole to the power 1 by 5 and then 125 whole to the power 1 by 3. Children listen here, 32. You can choose 2 as the common, that means prime factor, and you can divide. That means you can factorize and go. Definitely you will get the answer. And then even 125 is a prime number. So this is divisible. That is, this you can choose as a 5 as a prime number, children. So try to do it. Definitely you will get the answer. Then second main is find 9 to the power 3 by 2. Like this it is there, children. So now 9 can be written as 3 square, isn't it, children? 3 3s are 9, no? 3 square whole to the power 3 by 2, that is equal to 3 to the power 2 into 3 by 2, that is equal to 2 2 will get cancelled, 3 to the power 3. This is nothing but what? 3 into 3, that is equal to 27 children. So here also we applied a to the power m whole to the power n, that is equal to a to the power m into n, one of the law of exponents. Okay children. Then next is another problem, third one. So 16 whole to the power 3 by 4 is equal to 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4 children. So that is 2 to the power 4 whole to the power 3 by 4 is equal to 2 to the power 4 into 3 by 4. 4 will get cancelled. 2 to the power 3, that is equal to 8 children. Now I want to give you homework, that is 32 to the power 2 by 5 and 122 to the power minus 1 by 3. Okay, try to solve this. If you are not getting, you can ask me personally. Then let us go for third main. Simplify 2 to the power 2 by 3 and 2 to the power 1 by 5. So here 2 to the power 2 by 3. This is what, children? It is not, it is into 2 to the power 2 by 3 into 2 to the power 1 by 5. So since that means the bases are equal. So if the bases are equal, what is the law you can apply here? A to the power m into a to the power n is nothing but what? A to the power m plus n. In multiplication, we have to add the powers. So therefore, 2 to the power, what you get here? 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. That is equal to 2 to the power See here children, you have to take LCM. Yes or no? Since the denominators are not equal, 3 and 5 are not equal. So therefore 3 5s are 15. Then 3 5s are 5 2s are 10 plus 5 3s are 3 1s are 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 15. 2 to the power 13 by 15. Okay children. Now second main 1 by 3 cube whole to the power 7. Answer 1 to the power 7 children. You can write now children outside what you have 7 power 7 1 to the power 7 whole divided by 3 to the power 3 into 7. Isn't it children? Now that is equal to 1 by 3 to the 1 to the power 7 is nothing but 1 only. So 3 to the power 3 7s are 21. That is equal to 3 to the power, see children, it is in the denominator 3 to the power plus 21. If you take it in the numerator, it will become what? 3 to the power minus 21. That is equal, that according to what we have taken, 1 by a to the power m is equal to what? A to the power minus m. This is what the law we applied here children. Now third one, 11 to the power 1 by 2 divided by 11 to the power 1 by 4 is equal to, see here, this what is the law we have applied here? A to the power m by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m minus n children. So 11 to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, isn't it, is equals to 11 to the power, what you have to do here is you have to take the LCM of 2 and 4. What is the LCM of 2 and 4? So you get here 4. From 2 you divide 4, you get 2, isn't it? So 2 1s are 2 minus 4 1s are 1 1s are 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 by 4. 11 to the power 1 by 4. This is what the answer you get children.